It breaks my heart seeing so many people not able to afford to live here even though they're working here. So that one there is probably over $1 million, I'm betting. And I thought I might be able to help.
You were one of the first people to come with an idea for a tiny home for your property.
That was a little bit scary for me. I felt a little bit like a guinea pig, and I think it was a pretty new process for the city of Hailey as well. I wanted a bedroom and plenty of space in the actual whole bathroom area. The kitchen size, I wanted it to be comfortable. I can rent out my house. I'll offer a nice, affordable place for someone to live, and I'll live in the tiny house. This space in these cabinets is amazing.
It is inspiring, and it solved an issue, even if it's for one family.
I live in beautiful Hailey, Idaho. On my left is Della Mountain, which is one of the highest points down here in Hailey. We have lots of canyons that we can all hike up. The valley is full of recreation opportunities, fly fishing, mountain biking, hiking, skiing in the winter, of course. You're never bored here, ever. There's my office building on the left. I am a certified public accountant. I love what I do. I plan on doing it pretty much until I die. I like to keep my brain active and I like to help people, which is what I do.
Hey guys.
Look, it's Auntie Carla.
How you doing?
Hi.
Christy and I are neighbors. Christy is an amazing lady. She's fun.
So then Wednesday night, gathering at your house?
She cares deeply about everything community. She's involved, helping, joining, volunteering, donating.
This community is very tight-knit. I don't want to be anywhere else. I love living in this valley. I know that this is where I belong. My ex-husband and I bought the house for $148,000 in 2001. 3-bedroom, 1 bath, 1,000 square feet, and homes in my neighborhood now selling for up to $600,000 to $700,000. In the last few years, Hailey has really seen a huge price increase, almost to the point of being a little ridiculous. It breaks my heart seeing so many people not able to afford to live here even though they're working here.
Christy is not the type of person who would sit down and not do something.
So I knew as I got older that my home was really more than I needed. So I thought I could theoretically put a tiny home on the property of my house, and then I can rent out my house. I'll offer a nice, affordable place for someone to live, and yet I could still charge enough rent to pay for the mortgage, pay for the costs of the home. When I started thinking about trying to purchase a tiny home, I didn't really know how to go about it, and that was a little bit scary for me. So I started to work with Snake River Tiny Homes and the city of Hailey to try and navigate this new process.
All right, guys, thanks so much for coming to City Hall.
Thank you.
I'm Emily Rodrigue, and I am a city planner here at the City of Hailey.
I'm Debbie Talbot. I'm the CEO of Snake River Tiny Homes. We're a dealership for tiny homes. So we worked with Christy and with the city of Hailey to make sure she was getting everything she wanted in her tiny home.
Christy, you were one of the first people to come to the City of Hailey with an idea for a tiny home for your property. Christy is a pioneer of this tiny home movement in Hailey. We're kind of limited geographically in where we can develop new housing. So my role was really to make sure initially that what she was envisioning and proposing would be legal within our zoning requirements. Okay, so looking at your property, Christy, we see that you're on the corner. You have your driveway access, your original single-family home here with the garage facing out. I made sure to let her know, okay, these are the type of building specifications that will need you to select a tiny house or have it custom built to. Full water hookup, full sewer hookup, things like snow load and insulation. With Christy's property, the city of Hailey was really looking at developing an ordinance and a program to help support the housing needs. So making sure that that was done right was important to us.
Having this survey aerial photo made me really more aware of what type of home I was going to need to shop for. When I was looking at tiny homes, I definitely wanted a bedroom separate from the rest of the home. And the bathroom had to have a full-size shower. The kitchen size, I wanted it to be comfortable, but I didn't really care about having a dining area per se.
Based on what Christy was looking for, we thought the park model would meet her needs and requirements. Park model homes are nice because they come in on wheels, and then in the future, they could put the wheels back on and it's movable again.
You know, you never know what's going to happen. I just thought, wow, I have options. The process altogether, it was 5 or 6 months.
Christy jumped through all those hoops and found answers, and it's been an amazing process to watch.
Come on in. Here we are. Love the air, love the light, love the spaciousness. It's just so comfortable for me, right?
Yeah.
I love going home to my tiny home, and oftentimes I do not want to leave. I could just dink around there all day long.
I love the size of the kitchen.
This space in these cabinets is amazing. The kitchen is great. I have space to eat dinner, lots of storage, which is pretty surprising. So one thing that's really amazing about the way they constructed this tiny home is this storage space that is underneath the stairs. They're really deep. They go all the way to the wall, so there's tons of space. The stairs, they are functional. I just don't expect I will be using them that often. However, it is a really nice extra bedroom and some space for storage. We'll go on in here. It's a full-size bathroom, really. Beautifully stacked washer dryer, full-size shower, not a small RV shower like some tiny homes have. And then on to my favorite room in the house, my bedroom. I love my bedroom. So the cost of the tiny home, equipped with everything, was $150,000, and the shipping and the hookup was $8,000, and then the water sewer line and the electrical was $48,000. So it's about $206,000 altogether. So the rent that I charge for my home is enough to cover the cost of the home, and the amount that I make in my job is enough to cover the loans that I took to buy the tiny home. When I started looking for tenants in my home, I really wanted to have someone who needed housing locally because they were working locally. The family that I found, they're hardworking young people making their lives with their young daughter, and they tell me all the time how thankful they are, and I just warms my heart.
It is inspiring. I mean, one, it shows it can be done, and it's solved an issue, even if it's for one family.
Over the past 6 months, we've seen huge interest in just folks looking to help out the community and basically increase the amount of housing that's available for our community workforce here.
I've gotten a lot of satisfaction from this whole process because I have a home I love, this family has a home that they can love, and everybody wins.